Shetani ashinde mfululizo. 5,000 types of lies.
The greatness of a nation.
To speak truth to power.
Hi guys, how are you today? Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Wilson Ochar and I'll be your host for today at Sikiliza TV. And then today's topic of conversation, we're going to talk about the viral video clip going on online, showing former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua meeting with Jubilee Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni, and the Kenyans are asking questions. Is this a political reunion, and is Uhuru Kenyatta behind this move? And is this the beginning of a 2027 power shift? And so let's just watch this video, and you're going to see Jeremiah Kioni meeting with former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Let's just watch this video. Yes, guys, so from that video, you can clearly see this was not just a random meeting, and we can clearly see Jeremiah Kioni was accompanied by Francis Kimemia, who was the former PS of Interior under the former President Kibaki's administration. He was also head of public service, and he also served as cabinet secretary, and he's also the former Nyandarua deputy governor. So definitely this was not a random meeting with former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, and also closely linked to former President Uhuru Kenyatta's inner circle. And so because in Kenyan politics, this matters a lot, and it's not a coincidence. And so the question was, who attends the meeting? And is just important as what is said, because when this meeting happened, it immediately sparkled online debate, and questions are emerging, and Kenyans are asking what is likely going to happen here. And so one of the theories Kenyans are formulating online is that this appears to be a delegation from former President Uhuru Kenyatta. And so the question is, why is Kioni, known as a close ally and political voice of former President Uhuru Kenyatta, why is Kimemia represented by represented Kibaki Uhuru era institutional power, and why the presence of Uhuru linked figures suggests coordination and not just coincidence? And so it raises a powerful possibility, and many Kenyans are asking, is there a political handshake emerging between Uhuru and Gachagua about to see? Are we going to witness the consolidation of Mount Kenya power, and will we going to see the leaders working together? And could this put Mount Kenya under one political direction? The second theory that most Kenyans are formulating online is that the Mount Kenya remains one of the most decisive voting blocks in Kenya, and Mount Kenya is being seen as a battleground, and so it's very important for them to be united and be under one direction. And so this meeting could be seen as a strategy to lock out President William Ruto from Mount Kenya votes, and so because Mount Kenya is a determinant factor in the upcoming election. And so if Jubilee merges together and works together with DCP, it will avoid splitting the votes. That means Mount Kenya votes are not going to be split in between, because if Jubilee went on their separate ways, DCP is on their own, and President William Ruto is also working with the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki from Mount Kenya East, is also looking for Mount Kenya votes through Deputy President Kithure Kindiki. It means that the Mount Kenya vote could be split, and it might not be as effective in determining who is going to become the next president of Kenya in 2027. And so this could also be a political bargaining power increase, because as Mount Kenya is consolidated, and as they vote for one candidate and making sure their votes as a total count towards the next general election in determining who's going to be the next president. And so if their votes are united, this increases their bargaining power, and also it influences over the 2027 outcome election and becomes stronger. And the question is Mount Kenya preparing to vote as one bloc again? And yes, guys, let me know in the comment section, what are your thoughts about this meeting? Is Mount Kenya trying to ensure that the votes are all going in one candidate, in one ballot box, one ballot candidate? So let me know in the comment section. And then the third theory is that now it gets even interesting, is that Dr. Fred Matiang'i could be positioning himself for 2027. We've seen Dr. Matiang'i emerging in rallies, and he's emerging in the crowds. He's talking to voters on the ground, and so many Kenyans are asking, could President Uhuru Kenyatta be preparing Dr. Matiang'i to be the candidate of Azimio? And this should worry Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, because Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka was also positioning himself to be the main candidate of Azimio. And so what are we likely to see happening is Matiang'i is widely seen as allied with Uhuru Kenyatta's political direction, and his allies have increasingly interacting with Gachagua's camp. So this could mean that Matiang'i and Mount Kenya, we could also see that former President Uhuru Kenyatta pairing Dr. Matiang'i with a Mount Kenya running mate, and possibly from DCP. And so one of the key topics of discussion that may have occurred in this meeting between Jeremiah Kioni and Rigathi Gachagua is the possibility of working together, the possibility of DCP producing the deputy president candidate for Fred Matiang'i. Matiang'i is also as a consensus candidate for the opposition, could be the topic of discussion of today's meeting. They must have discussed whether Matiang'i is viable to be the candidate for opposition, and this should worry Honorable Kalonzo a lot. And Honorable Kalonzo should have asked himself, why was he not invited to this meeting, or his ally, let's say Senator Maanzo, was not present in this meeting to represent Wiper. And so this should worry Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka a lot. And so the broader coalition involving multiple leaders is what is supposed to be achieved, but that doesn't seem to be the case from this meeting. And so many Kenyans are asking, where does this leave Kalonzo? Because we did not see Honorable Kalonzo being represented in that meeting. And he has, as I mentioned, he has positioned himself to be the opposition presidential candidate. But if Matiang'i gains Uhuru and Mount Kenya backing, then the equation changes completely. And so the outcome could be Kalonzo could be sidelined, he could be betrayed, and in politics nothing happens out of coincidence. Everything is well planned and well scripted, and there are two constants in politics: there's interest and betrayal. As long as interest of all these leaders are merging, then you can always expect them to work together. But as long as those interests don't converge or be shared commonly, then you can expect betrayal to be the order of the day. And so Kalonzo could negotiate for deputy, since that is seen being sidelined. It means that Kalonzo will have to shelve his ambition again to become president. I doubt that will be the case, but we're yet to see. He could negotiate to be named as the deputy candidate for Matiang'i, or he could form a parallel strategy, and this should worry Kalonzo, because the support that he was enjoying of President Uhuru Kenyatta seems to be shifting slowly towards Dr. Fred Matiang'i. And so, guys, let me know in the comment section, is Kalonzo being outmaneuvered politically by former President Uhuru Kenyatta? Are we going to see betrayal of President Uhuru Kenyatta towards Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka? So let me know in the comment section what is likely going to happen. Are we going to see the handshake between Jubilee and DCP, Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi Gachagua? So let me know in the comment section below, and I'll appreciate your comments. And so lastly, as we all know, Mount Kenya is a swing vote, and it's causing so much problems. I'm sure it's also causing so much problems for President William Ruto, causing him so much sleepless nights, wondering will he be able to gain as much support as he did last time. And so Mount Kenya vote could decide the next president, and if divided, because with Ruto running with Kindiki, Gachagua's influence with DCP, and opposition between Matiang'i and Kalonzo, who also enjoy some of the support from Mount Kenya supporters, then the vote becomes less effective if it's divided in three folds like this. And so this could be the reason why Jeremiah Kioni and former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua were meeting to consolidate that. And so one direction equals to maximum power, and division equals to reduced influence. And so one of the key discussions there was to ensure that this is not the case when it comes to 2027 general elections. And so one of the things we can see also, clearly we can see from this meeting, is early coalition building has begun. This is still related to the 2027 general election. It's not that far. Alliances are forming quietly. If you've watched my last video, you can clearly see Honorable Millicent Omanga joined the DCP, and so many political leaders are forming alliances and joining new parties in order to form the winning formation to join the government in the next election in 2027. We're also seeing power is moving from public rallies to backroom meetings. Yes, this was a backroom meeting. We didn't see Jeremiah Kioni and Gachagua appearing in public and making any announcement. And so this could be a real decision being made behind the scenes, and then later on we're going to see them in public again after they've finished their discussions and come to a mutual agreement. And so the battle is no longer just Ruto versus opposition. It is now who controls Mount Kenya, who controls the coalition's direction. And so this meeting today must be on top of President Ruto's intelligence briefing, and he must be pondering very hard on this meeting, wondering what will be his counter strategy to beat that narrative that who controls Mount Kenya. So guys, let me know in the comment section, who do you think is controlling Mount Kenya right now? Is it being controlled by former President Uhuru Kenyatta? Is it being controlled by former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua? Or is it controlled by current President William Ruto, who's being deputized by Kithure Kindiki? And let me know in the comment section what are your thoughts. And so if this meeting is anything to go by, what Kenyans should expect is a more high-level political meetings, strategic defections, coalition negotiations, increased visibility of Matiang'i. Yes, you're going to see more of Dr. Fred Matiang'i and rallies on Jubilee. You're going to see the color red all over the country in rallies. This also is building pressure on Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka. What does this meeting mean for Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, since he was sidelined or his allies were not there to represent him? And so the competition seems to be intensifying for Mount Kenya votes. And so in a few words, the 2027 race seems to have begun in 2026. And so the questions I'd like you guys to give me your answers in the comment section is, was this meeting a signal of Uhuru backing Gachagua? Let me know in the comment section. Do you think Mount Kenya will vote as one bloc in 2027? Yes, guys, let me know your thoughts. I think it will be better if they vote as one bloc. But if President William Ruto is a shrewd politician, his strategies may end up winning and dividing the mountain. And so we are going to see what's going to happen exactly. And the next question is Fred Matiang'i being prepared as the main candidate? Yes, guys, let me know in the comment section. Who do you think is going to be the main candidate for Azimio? Or is it going to be Fred Matiang'i? Is it going to be Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka? Or who is it going to be? So let me know in the comment section. And lastly, what happens to Kalonzo in all this? Yes, guys, let me know what is likely to happen to Kalonzo Musyoka should Matiang'i be declared the main candidate for Azimio coalition, or if Uhuru Kenyatta abandons Kalonzo in that he is not going to fund his political activities again. What is going to happen to Kalonzo? Let me know in the comment section. I'll appreciate it. And if you watch this video this far, I appreciate your support. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel Sikiliza TV for deep and bold political breakdowns. And as always, stay informed, stay critical, and stay tuned to Sikiliza TV. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.